What's up, guys? It's your boy FastLaneD, and today we are at the bike shop here in Atlanta, Georgia, and they've got all kinds of toys. They got this beautiful dyno, which you saw my M1000rr was dyno on, and the owner of the shop, huge shout out to Tony, once again at the bike shop. He is letting me take out his beautiful, brand new, kind of brand new Suzuki Hayabusa, man. I've been itching to get on one of these, and this thing is beautiful. Specifically, I really like, if I were to get one, I'd want it to be the new body style one, just like this. Now, he's had this bike for a while, but it only has, oh, that looks so freaking cool. This thing only has, as you just saw, 317 miles on it. Also love that the dash is like an analog style dash, and you get a gas gauge. I don't mind the tech that's on like bikes like this. And then we got this aftermarket screen over here on this Gixxer, which we might get on if we have time today. But there's just something about this old school style that I just love. Oh, it looks so good with those lights on right there like that. And then she's got the big old booty in the rear. Sheesh, nice and thick, my boy. Also, for us bigger guys, look how massive the seat is here. It is freaking huge compared to something like on the Ducati or on the Gixxer. Look how tiny that seat is compared to this. For me, I love big bikes. They're comfortable, and as a bigger guy, I feel like I look normal on it. I don't look like a freaking gorilla on a football. He's also got this insane looking full carbon Panigale V4 that is stretched, so all the Ducati purists are gonna absolutely hate this bike, which I love. And he has what I really need to get on mine, which is the Rotobox forged carbon wheels, man. It looks insane. Yeah, I gotta get that on Luna ASAP. He's also got a V4. This is Blake's Gixxer 1K, an insane looking S1K. And then this beautiful Gixxer, he said he has 100K dumped into this bike between all the carbon. He said the motor alone was $30,000 to build. So, like I said, stay tuned. We might get on this later. Yeah, that cockpit is gnarly to look at. But I could stand in here all day looking at bikes. Enough talking. Let's get a montage of the Busa rolling. Oh, my foot. Does not feel good. This is definitely a big bike. You feel the weight for sure. It's got a nice, like, deep, oh, let me fix you guys real quick. There we go. It's got a nice, deep rumble to it. Y'all see the titanium headers down in there. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but yeah, there we go. Y'all see them down in there. Yeah, this thing sounds phenomenal. Sheesh. I'm so excited to get on this bike. You guys have no idea. This has been such a long time coming. I think he said it's full bolt-ons, and then they also put race fuel in there. Yeah. So this ain't no regular Busa. Filter, tune, full exhaust, etc., etc. Right, enough talking. Let's get this first ride going, baby. Oh, I'm so excited to get on this thing, man. All right. Enough talking. I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say nervous, but a little anxious, you know? Because once again, this isn't my bike, and Tony put race fuel in here. He's wild. He had to do all that, but shout out to the bike shop once again for letting me ride this. Dude, it's so comfortable. Are these supposed to be like this, or are they elevated? I feel like these clip-ons have been raised a little bit to make it more comfortable, because dude, I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm on a sport bike. Like, I almost feel like it has the same aggressive seating position that my Brutale had. Like, you feel like you're kind of on a naked bike, but you're also leaned over almost like you're on a sport bike. But I can just tell already this thing is just easy to ride, bro. Easy to ride. Also, it is, what time is it? It's like 3 o'clock on a weekday, and seeing some rain clouds. So we gotta figure out where we're gonna go so we don't hit any traffic. Is the Busa small enough to squeeze through here? Excuse me, sir, coming through. Yeah, definitely should have went. Damn, both those guys would not even go. I just got PTS. This thing doesn't roll backwards. It's so, does this thing have hill assist? What? Ain't no way, boy.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Traction control is off. Power 1, quick shifter 1. He literally just said, he gave me all the beans. I like it. We're really gonna see what this bad boy's about. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Yo, that quick shifter is butter. Yo. Woo. Alright, I'm not used to the no engine braking. I know there's a school zone up here, so we gotta chill out. Yeah, just off that pull alone. Dude, this thing feels so good. And I'm comfortable. Like, that's one thing I love about the H2 and the Beamer, which is why I ride those bikes so much, is that they're so comfortable. I can still enjoy sport bike power and also be somewhat comfortable. Same thing with the Brutale. That's one of the reasons why I love that bike so much. Dude, it does have hill assist. I thought that was a BMW thing. Okay, Suzuki. If you pull it, you see that H pops up there. I can turn it off. There we go. Give it some throttle, it turns off. That's a game changer. That's the thing that needs to be on all bikes. It's so nice. Alright, we need to cut to when we get on the highway. That shifting hurt my foot. I don't know if I like the shifter. Oh yeah. Yo, you better hold on. I thought I was about to come flying off the back. Oh, and we haven't even hit red line yet. Oh, my boy left me hanging. Alright, how bad is 85, dude? Damn, look at all that traffic. Shit. I can't get over the shifts. I can shift just as good as the BMW shifts. That's so smooth. Bro, it just pulls everywhere. There's no dead spots in the rev range or anything, which probably has something to do with the tune that's on here too. And the race gas. Holy sh! Whew. What the f— This is also why I don't like riding bikes sometimes. Cause now I want one. Like, I was kind of like on the fence about it before. But now, like, after riding it, oh my god, now I really want one. Okay, yep, it comes up. It'll come up on you. Let's get out of the first gear. Oh man. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, but comfort on these sport bikes, which I know they're not built for comfort, but when you can put this amount of power down and still build a somewhat comfortable bike, I mean, come on. Well, and the brakes feel good too, and it behaves almost like the H2. Like, yeah, when you're rolling it around at smaller or slow speeds, it feels heavy, but the auto bliss a little sus. But when you're riding it, like, it does, like, you can feel it's a big bike, but it doesn't feel sluggish or heavy. Like, yeah, okay, it doesn't handle like my Ducati, my Panigale V4S V2. But like I said, it doesn't behave like, as y'all know, I started off riding cruisers. I didn't start off riding cruisers, but I've had a Harley before. It doesn't feel heavy. Like those bikes just feel so top heavy. I think I'd almost say it's like a similar feeling of riding like an adventure bike. Like an adventure bike, I know a lot of you haven't ridden an adventure bike, so it's not really a good comparison, but an adventure bike, when you're on it and throwing it around, like you can feel that there's some weight there, but it doesn't feel heavy. Like it still feels like you can maneuver it very, very, very well. Yeah, this thing looks sick too. I love the updated styling on here with the more aggressive and angular looking headlight. It just looks a little bit more sleek than the previous generation did. Even the tail, how it comes to a point. Woo! Those shifts I can't get over. This is the first Suzuki that I've ridden as well. That's kind of a wild thing. Looks like we got cruise control on here, modes. I'm not gonna play with any of that. It's not too much tech, but just like the perfect amount. Because the more tech you have, the more that can break and go wrong with all the sensors and all that stuff. Oh my God, there's so much traffic. The worst possible time to do a first ride video, but this is the only time I can get over here today. And then I'm getting back on the road to Tampa right after this. I got a long night ahead of me. Hey cop, I 100% have a plate on this bike. We are fully legal. Alright, we gotta get over to the express lane because this is not it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Good old Atlanta, baby. We're just gonna see where the least amount of traffic is flowing, and that's where we're going. Hey, that binds. You see your boy? That truck is nice. I love that. I could see myself almost like traveling on this bike too, because it's so comfortable. Same thing about the H2. Well, this makes me nervous. PTSD from getting rear-ended. It kind of looks, we'll go straight. Woo! Yo! Power everywhere. Also feel like since we live in Florida now, like I kind of have to get a booster. Yes, sir. Yo, for how big of a girl this is, she moves. Yo, she pulls. Woo. Got a little snap, crackle, pop to her. Oh. Alright, let's put this cruise control on. That's one of my favorite features on a bike. Yes! Yes! Ha ha! Yes! Hill assist, cruise control, Suzuki. You're pulling at my heartstrings right now. You know what I like. Let's do one pull, second gear pull, a little roll on. Alright, it stops for a big bike too. Also feel like I look normal on a bike like this. This might be a hot take, but part of me wants to get this and do like a turbo build or something crazy on it instead of a Fireblade at $1 million. Which I know this doesn't have the same significance as the Fireblade did, but I really like this. I'm comfortable how it's set up with the full bolt-ons. Right now in the tune, it feels good. I'm gonna have to ask Tony how much horsepower this thing's putting down. Yeah, there's too much traffic to try and cut up on a bike that's not mine. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm also very curious if this is the stock clip-on setup. Because like I said, they look raised. Yes, shit, come on! Come on! shifts. It's like a symphony when you shift. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. Just listen to those shifts. The upshifts are phenomenal. It's okay. It's not like obviously anything close to what my H2 feels like. It feels like I'm on my H2 almost, but not as fast, obviously. But it is a good plant to build a fast bike with because it's heavy. That's the thing with my H2. When I ride it, it feels so solid at high speeds, 200 plus allegedly. It doesn't even feel like the bike, like nothing's upsetting the bike. Like it is planted and it is rolling. Versus like you do top speed runs on like the Beamer or the Panigale. Like those bikes, those are track bikes. Like those aren't meant for straight line speed. So when you get up to those high speeds, you can feel it gets a little sketchy. A little sketchy because the bike's just so light. Like it's not meant to be at those high speeds and sustain them for long periods of time. Versus something like this, I feel like I could hit 200 plus and it would just feel like I'm rolling at like 120 kilometers, of course, you know, allegedly. All right, we're gonna turn back. Maybe there's less traffic going south. Oh yeah, this bad boy leans. Look at that. Okay, girl. Big Bertha. Sheesh. I don't know what the hesitation was, but we got to get back. A, because this isn't my bike, and B, I need to get on the road, and C, I didn't bring my spare GoPro battery, so second and third on this bike feel great. Fourth, you can kind of feel it. It doesn't have as much pull once you start getting to like the higher gears, obviously, but second and third are definitely my favorite to rip in. Now I'm almost torn. Fireblade or Busa at 1 mil. Fireblade or Busa. I can see myself on this bike. Like this, everything has felt natural while riding this bike. A Fireblade is more expensive, but there's nothing too wild you can do with it. The Busa is cheaper, but the build is what's going to run up the bill on this thing. That looks sketchy as hell. Oh, there's the Georgia State Patrol post. Nice. Oh, is that my exit? Ain't no way. Yeah, it is my exit. That's truly where this bike flourishes, is on the highway. Same thing with my H2. Y'all see me do a track day with it, but on the highway, it's just such a comfortable, just chill bike, man. Oh, I see you looking, girl. I see you eyeing your boy. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, I know you want to look, girl. I know you want to look what you're looking at. Ooh, another Gixxer. That's awesome. That thing, Gixxer Blue, man, you cannot beat, bro. You cannot beat. My man's smiling. Love it. Yes, sir. Yeah, that sounds good. The inline 4 sound. Also, it's wild that we already burned through half a tank of gas. Okay. What's up with that hesitation? I gotta ask Tony about that. First to second gear, there's like a delay. I don't know if you guys can tell. I like lose all my forward momentum and then it kicks back. Ooh, my guy getting it on the sport touring bike. I feel like we low-key need to balance out the garage. Like we got a lot of track toys and one like fun, just straight powerful crazy bike. I feel like we might need to add one more fast, crazy, powerful bike. Slap a turbo on this bitch. Try and build like a, maybe we could build like a Hayabusa type thing. Ah, he's getting pulled over. That's an undercover too. Damn. Unmarked F-150. That sucks. Be careful out there, boys. They're getting smarter and smarter. They've got unmarked scat packs, Challengers, Chargers, everything. But all right, we've made it back to Tony's shop. He's got this car shop as well. You see the this GTR there, which looks insane. The lifted Raptor, which I love. The Hellkeezy right here. I don't know what this is, but that's cool. On Forgiatos. There's all sorts of cool toys out here. A Trackhawk. I've always wanted to ride one of those. A McLaren. I didn't see that earlier. We've made it back to the bike shop, and I figured we put the Busa in front of the Hellcat here. It only is fitting for a black Busa with the black Hellkeezy in the background. But not gonna lie to you guys, I honestly was not expecting to enjoy riding this as much as I did. It's got plenty of power for what it is, but obviously for the channel, I don't want to do something a lot crazier, a lot more fun. Slap a turbo on there. I don't know. Maybe go all motor and don't go with a turbo and do something else, bore it out. You guys comment down below. Should we go with a Busa or should we go with a Fireblade once the channel hits 1 million subscribers? Now I'm kind of torn. I'm leaning towards the Busa because like I said, it's cheaper, and then obviously the build's gonna be a lot more expensive versus the Blade is more expensive, but there's only so much we can do with it. I feel like a Busa kind of fits. That way we'd have two fast straight line bikes, the H2 and the Busa, and then we'd also have the track bikes, the Ducati and the Beamer, and the R1M, which I'm building out as a track bike too. I feel like that makes more sense than to add another track bike. But you guys comment down below, let me know. All Tony would need to do with this, honestly, if I was not building one for the channel, would just be to lower it, and then it'd be perfect just how it is. But you guys know for YouTube, we gotta go crazy with it. But all right, that's really all I got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the FastLaneD gang, babe. Once again, huge shout out to the bike shop for letting me ride this bike. They do tuning, wraps, and all sorts of stuff over there between both of his shops. Yeah. This thing, I'd really, if I were to get one, I really want the anniversary color one. I feel like that would look insane. I really enjoy and appreciate the updates they did to this bike. I feel like that headlight looks sick. I do know the Gen 2s are a little bit faster, but I feel like this has a lot of potential to be a really fun build and something different on the channel. Sheesh. Once again, the size of this thing is really also another thing that's appealing to me as a bigger guy. But now I'm just rambling. As always, work hard, be consistent. You can do anything you want in life. Go get the merch. We did a whole new drop. I appreciate you guys that have bought something already, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Your boy, FastLane, this beautiful Busa. We're out of here. Peace.